In our last video, you saw us leaving the marvellous place of Rothenburg, a real privilege and a beautiful place to be, in the Franconian region of Germany. We're now heading towards Luxembourg City, but before we get there, we're going to stay the night in what is reputedly to be a beautiful area, or Stellplatz, which is the German equivalent. It turned out to be quite something, enough for us to want to show it you and run a whole video dedicated to it. So stay with us as we show you this wonderful place, which was probably the most peaceful night that we've experienced on the trip, and that's saying something. As you've followed us, you'll know this is a trip that's been quite something.
Well, 2.5 hours, 3 hours drive from Rothenburg. We went past Hoffenheim, past the GP circuit. Nice run, decent roads. Thankfully the sat nav dug us out, didn't it?
It did, because there was a half an hour delay, so it took us on a little bit of a detour, but we got, it saved us some time to get here.
Yeah, managed to pick it up ahead of time and run round. And if anybody's asking, we've got the Avtex Tourer 2 sat nav. Bought it from the Caravan Club and through the Caravan Club shop, which gets a discount. So it's worked quite well for us up to now. Pretty good. So we're in this amazing little spot. Yes. You know, sometimes you just come across a gem and you don't know how you've done it. Well, this is one. So we're going to show you around. I'll put the name of the place in the text below because it takes a bit of pronouncing, certainly for a guy like me. So, but wow.
It's another camper contact find. It may well be on search for sites. We've not looked at that, but we tend to use camper contact, particularly when we're in Europe. So this is one we just found last night, and it's pretty stunning, I have to say.
Poppy's pretty offended at the moment because we put the camera up here on the worktop.
She can't get in.
Can't photobomb. She's not very happy. Come here.
There you go.
There we go. We're there.
Say hello to your loyal fans.
There you go, Pops. yes. So let me show you around. So we're right now right in the centre of the wine growing region of Germany. And everywhere you can look are just vines. We've picked up some local wine yesterday that we're going to try. But right now, as you can see, where we're parked is the back of a car dealer's, believe it or not. It's only a small car dealer's, Skoda. Fairly modern affair, but a small entity that has a Stellplatz on the back. But every area is marked out with this incredible view behind, which you probably won't be able to see very easily, so I'll take some stills and put those up. But it's a beautiful view out over the vineyards and the valley below. Reasonably priced, and each of these pictures has got like a trellis, wooden trellis matting to drive onto, so you're not stuck on the grass. Each one of the pictures, as it stands, has got chairs to sit with an umbrella and look out over that view. A little bit hazy in the distance, but it's actually looking down onto a typical German village with the church in the centre and sort of red brick buildings all around. And so looking up this way, we've got showers and toilets which are immaculate. They are state of the art, very modern, very up to date. Each pitch has also got, as well as electric, we've got some water and toilet emptying, everything you need. Little gem really. And so here we are, parked up. There's only us here at the moment. It's what we do really. We tend to try to get here just after lunch. Usually by 4 or 5 o'clock it gets busier, and if you're leaving it beyond that, well, it's a bit potluck. It's an interesting point actually. What we're finding on a lot of these sites now is that it's prepaid metered electric. You can see the stanchion there, although the electric points are away. You put in, and it's a minimum €1 for 1 kilowatt, which is reasonably expensive, I would suggest, because we've been paying less than that. But it is creeping in the German Stellplatz now, pre-metered electric. So you preload the meter, use what electric you need. We don't need electric tonight, so we'll manage without. We've got power bank full of charge, and yeah, all looks well. Well, I think we timed that right. The heavens have just literally opened. All good. Well, as it's raining, we're going to break out the box bottle. This is the wine we bought yesterday at Rothenburg. It's a local wine, as you can see. So we're going to try that. H is getting the dinner ready.
Salad. A very nice Mediterranean salad today.
We found the red cabbage.
I found the red cabbage. It's a very nice camembert as well.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculously cheap.
It is, surprisingly so, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I've got to say, that is excellent. Yeah, we learnt about the Borix bottle a few years ago when we came across to Würzburg. It's a local German bottle shape, like that, if you're interested. And it's not just branded to one wine merchant, it's a regional bottle. And so if you find a box bottle, it's normally from Franconia, and I don't think we're in Franconia now, but it's obviously spread across the border a bit. But this region, this wine region of Germany, it's dedicated to them. I mean, there are other nations have different similar bottles that they call it something else, but in Germany, that's the box bottle. So as the heavens have opened, we thought we'd have a nice, steady European lunch.
I think I've been shortchanged.
I know, it's just...
Have you been drinking my wine?
Just your first glass, that's all. If you are shortchanged, darling, it will be a first time. Ooh. I've never quite managed to shortchange you before.
That is nice.
It's very nice, isn't it?
Very nice.
So we got a bit of Mediterranean salad for lunch. The camembert, pickles, nuts, salmon, and a bit of German bread.
Do you know what? The one thing I forgot to open and put on the plate?
What?
Sauerkraut.
Oh, go for it.
Oh no, I'll do it at tea time.
Tea
You can
time.
have some at tea time, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It'll be a delight, won't it?
We've started this Zoe app, healthy eating bug, this thing that's designed to improve gut health and things. So we started doing that, and it involves eating a lot more foods that ferment, and sauerkraut's one of them. So we're not promoting Zoe, by the way. We don't do product promotions, but it's just I just thought we'd explain to you why we're suddenly eating this way. And bizarrely, on this trip, we've both lost about 6 kilos. It's been quite phenomenal, really, and we haven't really gone without anything. It's just that we've cut a load of stuff out and brought a load of stuff in, so it's been quite interesting. Great for us, because normally when we come away on a trip, we go back with that on. So if you think about it, the gap is probably about a stone in terms of where we would have been and where we are now. So it's really worked. We're quite impressed with it. Good morning. Well, 5 a.m. Lovely as always. My favourite time of the day. Not much of a sunrise this morning. It's a bit cloudy. It's rained heavily overnight. It's nice to get out. There was only us on the Stellplatz last night. Surprising. Normally I'd expect a bit of a late arrival, but nobody came. All to our benefit, really. We slept well. It's a beautiful place. Everything here, even there's an honesty box for wine in the fridge. First time I've seen that. It's a lovely place. Nice little garden. Place to barbecue. Yeah, little gem of a place, really. Chairs to sit out if you want to. I think we'll just spend an hour here this morning. We don't need to rush off today. We're only going a short distance into Luxembourg, so we'll probably just chill out here. And that's looking out over the vineyards. I said yesterday, right slap bang in the heart of the wine growing region. One of Germany's wine growing regions. Not expensive either, the wine in the fridges here. Wine tends to be not as expensive just simply because of duty that's put on it. I had that explained to me when I did a wine tour in Norfolk. It's quite a nice place to buy your wine from in Norfolk, but it said that it couldn't compete price-wise because of duty that's on it. Sort of European wine manufacturers don't have the same pressures. But you can certainly get a good English white wine now. Red wine's more difficult, but because of the climate, but the white wine, certainly in Norfolk's very nice. Entry to the Stellplatz. So outside washing up here area here, and a barbecue area here if you want it. Somewhere to sit and eat. There's plenty. And a nice pond. Each pitch has got its own table and chairs and umbrella. And yesterday, Stellplatz owner was planting out some border flowers on the edges in pots. They do look nice. So you can show the shower block. As you can see, new, very well equipped and large. I'll be trying that this morning. Looks very nice. Ladies and gents toilets. And again, you can see all new, all very nicely fitted out. And this is a wonderful setting to wake up for. It rained quite heavy last night. In fact, I'm really glad that there's these slats on the floor to park on. So you're not actually on grass, you're actually on like a lattice shaped stone. I thought they were wood at first, but they're not, the stone, which is very helpful. And these are the plants that he was potting yesterday.
Yeah, for those interested, we do run with a Jackery 1000. It's really, for us, the most important thing we need backup power for is for things like cameras, phones, videos, video recorders, maybe the drones, maybe the scooters. It's that sort of ancillary stuff that's sort of non-essential anyway if we did run out of power, but we don't because we've got the Jackery. We've got a leisure battery on it with solar on the roof, and generally speaking that'll keep us going for 2 or 3 days. At some stage we'll probably migrate to a lithium, but at the moment the battery's looking quite good. So once that's, I'm not going to change the battery till it's done. We do a lot of electric hookup. Even in Europe, most of the Stellplatzes have got it. I mean, even here, if we needed it, we'd have had it. But I will switch to lithium at some stage.
Well, that's been the view we've had here, and it's been amazing, but it's time to go. As it turned out, we couldn't get change for the wine system. It's a good system, but it requires, because it's quiet, there's no change in the box, so we'll have to do without wine. Bit of a shame, but that's life.
Like sunshine and moonlight, like warm and bright, like pillows and pavement, like an accident and what's meant. We're like 2 different species, still the same. We're like Jekyll and Hyde, we're like Batman and Bruce Wayne. We're like fire and water, we're like sugar and salt. We're like everything and nothing at all. But when we are apart, I bleed and I starve, and I miss your sweet, sweet touch. Isn't when you are away, I keep wishing that you stay. I can't live without you by my side.